Yo, peace. La shame to God. If you're not subscribed to this channel, KEEPLO, subscribe to this channel, KEEPLO. I got my diamond joint on today. Y'all know what it is. KEEPLO, subscribe. But yo, check it out. Today we're gonna talk about O.T.F. Vonnie. O.T.F. Vonnie was allegedly King Von's cousin, right? Now check it. O.T.F. Vonnie's father, he's out here making statements. One of his statements was that King Von's father name is Silk. King Von's father is still, his family is still alive. And his family could testify, according to the guy, that they consider him to be a son. Because him and King Von's brother, him and King Von's father, Silk, were like brothers. Now check it. So he said he introduced his son, Vonnie, O.T.F. Vonnie, to King Von. King Von had so much respect for his uncle that he just locked in with Vonnie. Now you see Vonnie and King Von in the jewelry store, Icebox, and King Von is buying them thick links like this, Cubans, buying them O.T.F. chains and just showing them love and shit. I heard that Von got the $4 million. He took Vonnie on a shopping spree. They was like cousins locked in. But dig, according to Vonnie's father, who is supposed to took his shahada, he's a devout Muslim. He's saying a man who dies telling the truth gets into heaven or whatever with Muhammad, and he gets paradise, and he get 99 versions, whatever. You know it says in the Quran, right? No diss to any Muslim. But this is what devout Muslims believe, that nobody can stop the will of Allah. So if Allah could forgive the person that killed King Von, then he can forgive him too. But he's saying, like, y'all have to pay the blood ties. That's like when somebody's getting married in another country, you say, I'll give you my daughter, but you gotta pay ties to the family. So if you killed somebody's family, you did some cold-blooded shit. According to the Muslim doctrine, according to Vonnie's father, he's saying that his son took some money, and he said he went with him to Alabama or some shit like that, where Quandon is from, and he gave Little Timmy a big duffel bag, camouflage double bag full of money. And then a couple of months later, Little Timmy happened to be the one who killed King Von. So now his father said, when he was being questioned by DJ Academics, he said, Academics said, is Vonnie your son? And he said, unfortunately. And he said, what do you mean, unfortunately? That's your biological son. He said, because when a mofo go against the code and you turned into a rat, or you doing some fraudulent shit, they don't accept it in Chicago. We don't accept it in New York neither, nigga. We don't accept that neither. I don't accept my crew playing with police and doing the weird shit. That shit is unacceptable. Going against the grain is unacceptable in New York too, and I feel him. So he said his son did some dumb shit. So now check it. I happen to have 5 sons. If my sons do some dumb shit and become a rat-ass bastard, how do it make daddy look? Because the sins of the son are the sins of the father. The sins of the father are the sins of the son. Because if I be a rat bastard, how I make my kids look? We can't have that, darling. You feel me? So I guess the man feeling like that. Now, in my personal opinion, I don't know. Because he's saying you need motive to do a murder, right? So the motive for Durk, he's saying, is that Durk and Von had a shooting case in Atlanta. Durk is facing 15 years. If Von get rocked, meaning if he get bodied, then I could blame that shit on him. If me and him did it, I could be like, it wasn't me, it was Von. And I don't gotta say that, because my lawyer gonna say what's in my best defense, what's in my best interest. You feel me? So his lawyer said what's in his best interest. His lawyer said, my client Durk Banks didn't do that. It was the other guy, Von. He got 9 bodies. He's a real wild boy. He was wilding out all the time. They blamed it all on Von. And how he gonna go to jail? He dead. So that makes sense. So right there, that leaves an open room for motive. But nah, if you look back, and don't get me wrong, Durk be like, Von is my twin. this is my brother. He's locked in with him. He took Von from straight out the jail to fame. He ain't had to do that. He ain't had to put you on. So he kind of put him on. But look, the man's also saying when Durk and Von was in court, you see how Von was looking at Durk? He said Von had a public defender. How come he had a public defender and you got $300,000 worth of jewelry on? You feel me? That looks crazy too. And then they saying Von wasn't even signed to Durk. He just had an agreement with him. It's not like he had a 360 deal where he's getting jerked around like other artists. Nah, Von was like a freelance nigga. Like, I'll rock with you, but nobody controls me. So he had his rights over his own masters. He owned all the shit. You feel me? What artist owns all their masters? Hardly any of them do. You feel me? So Von was in a good position. And then the man is saying that, you know, the 48 laws of power, right? Never outshine the master. Durk was the master. Von started rising above Durk. Now check it out. Listen to this. Hypothetical situation. Your mother's the master of the house, right? That's your mother and your father, right? Say your father ain't there. Your mother's the master of the house, right? And then you just hit lottery or you get a record deal for 10 million. Who's the master now? So your mother got to listen to you now, right? She ain't going to like that. She going to end up telling you, get the out my house and get your own place. You got 10 million, you a big nigga, but why? Because she still want to be the master. So that's another motive. I'm getting a second and I was first. Nobody likes going from first to second. But me personally, free Durk, man. I don't think Durk did that. And look, another reason why I defy that laws of motives. So if Durk did give Vonnie the money, which he didn't probably, in my opinion, but if he gave Vonnie a bag of hundreds and said, take this 200,000 and give it to Little Timmy and they're going to get rid of my problem because I go to court with this nigga. Because you can't start thinking, homeboy, you got to start thinking, I got a new $10 million contract coming up. I'm only going to be able to do that if I don't do this 15 years. So I mean, Von got to go. That's common sense. But I want y'all to get in the comments and tell me what y'all think about that. But the reason why I debunked that theory, I shoot holes to it, is because if Durk knew that he gave Timmy the money to kill Von, then Von had beef with Quando Rondo and them because they supposed to have killed them, right? Timmy and them, right? So why would he go back to get them back? And why did little Pab get killed? Quando's cousin. And why was Quando like, no? Why was he doing that? Why would Durk do that unnecessary murder when you don't got to please Von no more because Von's already dead? That's why I think Durk didn't do it. And Durk always been a stand-up dude. You see, and I'm not going to get into it. They trying to, because he got an open case, so I want to get into it. But his brother D-Thing got killed. And then the two people who killed him died the next day. So, you know how that shit go, B. But it's a sad situation that everybody's going down in Chicago. But I just want y'all to get in the comments and tell me whether y'all think Von was set up by Little Durk, which I think he wasn't. But if y'all think different, tell me why. And just like this video, tap into the channel, keep low, last in regard, stay focused. You heard me? Peace.